Let me just reframe that question a little bit. I think right now we see in the contemporary politics of food, particularly in the United States, but beyond the borders of the US as well, a kind of false dichotomy between the global and the local. The idea that if we want to address some of the problems that have arisen over decades related to the industrialized food system, problems that range from human health to environmental risk factors, that we need to localize. And a number of studies from really different vantage points, from different perspectives, disciplinary perspectives and other perspectives, have started to question this prioritizing and privileging of the local. And so I want to say that instead of this global-local dichotomy, we think instead about the kinds of social formations that we think food can facilitate as we are redesigning food systems. And there are a number here to talk about. I sort of touched on some of those in referencing the food justice movement, which ties into a lot of the work that Lila's doing. But I want to just focus for a minute on what I'm seeing as the emergence of a new call for the amateur. So when we look at agribusiness, the company I think of as being the kind of icon and also the sort of whipping boy for opposition to agribusiness is Monsanto. Monsanto is a fascinating company. It begins as a chemical company in the early 20th century. It moves into plastics. It's only really been since the Cold War that it developed into a multi-line life science research group that's really doing the most and controlling the most around biotechnology in the food system, as well as pesticides and hybrid seeds. But I just want to very briefly suggest that to respect to your question, Nicola, that Monsanto should interest us because of some of the ideas it offers about what agriculture is, one of which is that agriculture is a technological intervention. We can't get away from that. In producing food, we are never going to have a kind of pristine, sort of natural system. And I think it's important to kind of take that lesson away from Monsanto. So I think what I would then say in response to your question is small scale the way forward. You know,